Hello everyone, this is Tina from Tina's Workshop, and this week is our Wonderland yarns. It is the, what are we in? November. This is the November subscription for the tour of the season, which means there's only one more month. We're almost to the end, and I still have a lot of catching up to do. I really do. But got the yarn in, and it is a beautiful, as always. Now, you guys all know I'm not a huge pink and purple person, but this month has this splash of orange in it, and it's just so pretty. I love this combination with the orange and the pink. There's a lot of months I could say, okay, yes, it's beautiful. It's just not my thing, but it's beautiful. But this is just, it's stunning. So, and I do the Mad Hatter base for what I get. And the color says Tour of the Season, Imperial Hall. So this month is Anna Karenina. So each month is a different book, and this one is Anna Karenina. Here are the little stitch markers. Come on, focus. Focus, focus. Super cute. So you got like a little perfume bottle here and then the book. And you guys know I absolutely love Wonderland yarn stitch markers. They're beautiful and functional and very well made. And then our little work in progress card for this month. Very elegant and a little hard to read because the writing is so thin. If you have eyes like me, the Ublansky family requests your company at the Grand Winter Ball. And then there's the date. I'm sorry, I can't read it. Maybe if I got a magnifying glass thing. And then it says November 15th, 2021, 8 p.m. So, I think that might be the location or something. But I can't read that part. It's just, let's see, you, right there. Okay. And then, so as always, I pay for my main subscription. They send me a second skein of yarn so that I can, by the end of the year, complete a crocheted blanket and a knit blanket. So when you order this, then there is a QR code. It's usually either, depending on the month, it's been on the tag or inside the tag. And there's a QR code that will take you to where the patterns are, and you'll have access to all the patterns, knit and crochet from all months from that one link. And I'm doing both the knit and the crochet blankets. And I'm doing a throw size for both of them. I could have done like a baby blanket. There's the throw size. There's, let's see, what do they have? Is it on here? Baby blanket, lap throw, and large throw. And on the knit one, they actually give you a whole little chart, squares. So I am doing this one here, which means I have to do 4 knit squares each month. And then on the crochet one, I'm doing the same size, but the crochet squares are larger than the knit squares, and it is 2 squares I have to do each month. So I figured I could have done the baby blanket, but I wanted something that was, a little bit more substantial, but I didn't want to have to do so many squares where I'm doing both blankets. So I have a total 6 squares every month I need to do. Most months I get 2 done so I can show them to you. So I have a lot of catch up I need to do. So we'll see. Maybe by next month I will be caught up and then just have the ones to finish for that, because then it will be putting it all together. Okay, so let's see. Crochet square this month. is Miss Karenina by Rhonda Mall. This dramatic square motif was inspired by Anna Karenina's desires to break traditions and society's expectations in the novel by Tolstoy. This design features a series of eyelets that start at the center and round by round break free to the edge. Every month they come in pretty gold tissue, and I use that on this board so that I can show it to you guys a little bit easier when I remember to do it. Almost did the wrong square. No, I didn't. That's all right, square. It's dainty. It's very dainty this month. Okay, here is the crocheted square. And I love this little ridging that you see here. And it's a relatively easy square to do, but it still has a really nice design to it. It is definitely one that needs to be blocked because it does tend to want to pinwheel twist. So it did really well with the blocking, and I blocked the edges, and then I just kind of manipulated the center with my fingers, and it actually came out pretty well. So that is the crocheted one. Now, I always give you a little thing about it. On the crocheted one, and I did send them a message to let them know, but the last time I checked it had not been fixed yet. So if it has not been fixed yet and you are working it, on round 4, it will tell you to do 28 half double crochets across the center part of each one of the sides. It's not 28. And it says that twice. So it took me some looking back and forth, looking at how many stitches you were supposed to come out with at the end of the row. And I'm like, that would be 4 stitches in each stitch, which would make the thing wave. So I knew that wasn't right. So it's actually supposed to be 7, not 28. So make sure and mark that in your pattern. It is 7 stitches in that center strip, not 28. Otherwise, everything was done really well. It was a nice, easy square. It was easy to read and understand. I really enjoyed that, and I need to get the second one made. So now for the knit square. Well, I'll just show it to you first, and then I'll tell. Oh, wait, I got to read to you what it says. Okay, Knit Square is by Stephanie Sheeman. It is called Wild Cornflower. While this month's square may not be cornflower blue, its lace eyelets bloom with spiky flowers reminiscent of the wild cornflowers in Anna Karenina. The latest square is similar to August and offers a fresh twist on adding a floral touch to our ongoing collection. And it's a little hard to see in the picture, but it comes out very pretty. So you can see the details of it. Very lacy, but it's lacy, but it's simple to do, and I love that. Though, I will say, I stayed up till 1:30 in the morning last night working on this square because I wanted to make sure and get this video recorded today and have the square done. 1:30 in the morning. I was thinking, oh, it'll only take me like maybe another hour to finish this. And next thing I knew, it was 1:30 in the morning. But it's not because of anything being written poorly. Though there was a part that I ended up having to take out 2 complete rounds, but it was because I wasn't paying attention. So as you work along on this, you'll have a repeat that, you have this stitch, this one, your center one. then it reverses and you have that one, that one, that one, and that one. So you've got this steady thing going on each one of these rounds that you know, okay, I progressed to this point. Now I'm going to do the opposite to this point. So that's what I was doing on each round. And I get up to round 15 and I went, wait a minute, it says something different here. I'm like, I better look back at these other ones. I look back at row 13. Crud. I did that one wrong because I was just automatically, I was reading the first part and thinking, okay, it's going to reverse on that second part. That's the way it had been going. So you might make a note if you are like me and didn't pay attention. Make a note that at round 13, maybe put a little star there or something so you remember you need to really pay attention. And from row 13 through row 25, you want to really look at that because you can almost kind of see it. How you've got this even progression, but then all of a sudden it starts going off differently at the different sides. So you have a progression going to that center stitch, and then you have a different progression coming off of that stitch. So you have to pay attention. So I ended up having to pull back out to row 13 and then work it. So then as you're going from row 13 on, you're paying a little bit more attention, which means that each row takes a little bit longer. Because I was going to where all I needed to know was that first progression of stitches. And then I reversed it, and it was usually, at that point, there wasn't that many, and it was simple enough that I had it in my head. So once I did the first progression, I could keep going around and not have to keep looking at the pattern. Once I started hitting those other ones, and you were getting more stitches in each one of those, I was having to really look at the pattern as I did each side of that round going around, which meant it took a little bit longer. And like I said, next thing I knew, it was 1:30 in the morning. But I got it done. It was a nice square. I think it's a very pretty square. And it was, as long as you're paying attention to it, it's a very easy square to do. So I really enjoyed that. And as far as gauge went, I had no problem with my gauge on both of these. So far, I've still really only had issue with that 1 month with my gauge and having to go down. But I used the hook and needle that it called for. The knitting wise, every month so far, I've used the needle it called for, have not had an issue. The crochet was the one that just that 1 month, I think it was August, that I had to go down a hook size. But that is our squares for this month and our yarn. And I think it's beautiful. I can't wait to see what next month's is and get to that point where we're putting it all together. But again, here's your 2 squares. If you're working it and you have any questions, you can let me know. You can also email them and ask them. They're really good about answering emails. If you want to order this or any of their other things, they have amazing yarns and stuff. I've bought some of their other things. I bought their Advent. I can't wait for that. I'm getting that this Christmas. And anyway, link down below, 20% off. Or not link, I'm sorry, coupon code. There's a code down below for 20% off. And that, so yeah, you can go on and you can order this yourself and join us. You can always utilize those patterns and go back and create these blankets. They're very beautiful. I have a video every month. If this is your first month joining me, there is a video every month. There is a playlist that will pop up at the end, and it has all the videos for every month for this year. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Enjoyed this. Make sure and click like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all again soon next month for the last square. Can't wait. Bye.